And let's start. From the small demo. Every one of you are developers, right? No. Uh, if you have any question, please stop me, even if you do not recognize what I am saying, just because I am not, you may be surprised, I'm not a native English speaker. So, these days, it's really hard to improve your English speaking skills just because when you're trying to ask LLM, is I'm correct, it's one, you're absolutely right, yeah. It usually say only this thing, and that's why I think I'm talking perfectly. So, and let's start. Feel free to interrupt me and ask anything. Here, I already started my service that was done a couple of days ago, let's say, and it already deployed, and everything works well. We have two parts: order processor and order service. So we can collect our orders with order service and send it to the processor microservice, and it processing them. Everything deployed on our cluster, but I have order processor here with the logs and the order service here. So everything runs, nothing happens. I will add some how it's called, load to the service, and here we start our situation. You as developer have a call from your manager, and he said, can you please see to our production? We have a bit strange situation that appears right now. Looks like 10 or 20% of orders are failed. We are losing money right now. Please fix it as soon as possible. And what can we do here in this situation? Ask AI, it's not the choice. What we will ask for AI, please fix with this information some orders processed in the right way, some failed. We need more information, right? And the intuition way say to us, let's add more details to the output, right? But it's a bit complicated on the systems that already deployed. Nothing was changed. We don't know what happened here, but if we can add more details to output to investigate it without restart, just because when we restart it, it may not appear right now. It may appear next night, and you will have one more call from your manager. So this is a time when brand new log points come in. What is the log points? Let me show. I will just enable it. It looks nice in IntelliJ IDEA interface, and now we have these messages with order that currently processing in your output. And much better, just from this log, you can navigate to the place from which it was produced. And what we can see that for some orders, quantity is 0. It's a bit strange, right? Who sends an order with quantity 0 and how it can be happened? Let's investigate a bit with our. So we have request order item has to be valid. But for some reason we missed this validation from here. Anyone familiar with this feature called command completion? By the way, it was introduced a couple of months ago. Every place inside Java or Kotlin code, you can put 2 dots and see suggestion from the idea for this context of code. It's called command completion, quite useful even if you're using AI for the coding. So I may uncomment this, and thanks IntelliJ, I can hot swap my code, and now I can see something new. I see exceptions that this request is not past validation, right? With 0 amount. But the good news, our service processing every request that bring to us in the right way, and currently we resolve the issue without AI. Cool. So I hope you are curious what is the log point is at this point. Who would like to try, at least? Who are interested in?
Who is interested in seeing?
Yeah, who will try this feature? I mean, who will upgrade to the new IntelliJ? It's currently available in current EAP version 26.2. That's why it was released just 2 weeks ago, and we currently in the process of promotion it. So I think it, yeah.
Using something, but I think there was a feature to print something instead of stopping on debug point. I think I was using it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, you are right. But the answer is, first of all, not everyone is familiar with all features of IntelliJ. In our statistics, we can see that everyone who used breakpoints at least at once, if we have it as a 100%, only 1.5% of these users used non-suspend breakpoint. That's why we decided to put it to more visible place. And now, this is the way how you can put. Let's show one more time. So, first of all, we have really good tooltip. If you don't know what is it, add breakpoint, and you can check in previous version there was not. And log point you can put just here. You not need to open any dialogues to end. This expression will be in editor. It will be validated. It will use completion. And this part, with the navigation from console to the place from which it was produced, this is really new. And I think it may be helpful. To be honest, we may open the same code in a previous version that currently in released in and yes, you're right. This is a non-suspend breakpoint. Before it looks like this. We redesign it a bit. Previously, to be sure what will be logged, you have to put your cursor on it and see this expression. Yeah, but it's not only the thing. Couple of things regarding the navigation. If you are navigating to the log point output, you know the place, right? But the good news that this navigation is available for every output that you have in console with a new kind of instrumentation that applied for whole log in console, and also it provides a stack trace to be able to navigate to the place from which it was produced. For example, currently you can find from which place was printed the banner for the Spring application, and many other things that are using how it called standard input and output stream. I mean, and the same for logs. Regarding the feature, maybe you have more questions about it. Actually, I have a question, and you may ask me, but this kind of breakpoints is quite slow, around 1,000 times than system out Println. And I would say yes, it was before. And let's check. For instance, we have the code that interacts 100,000 times, and we have this non-suspend breakpoint that evaluate and log expression with I. If we run it with a debugger with the previous version, we can see how. Oh, what's the problem? I tried to run the wrong program. This one. So it took quite long to just print all these numbers. But in the new version, and we will check right now, the same class. This is the one project. I open it in older version and in the newer version. So in newer version, you have this in as a log point, and I may print it. That's it. It's fast or faster than system out Println, just because we apply the special instrumentation to the bytecode. IntelliJ IDEA, the only IDE with the fastest debugger. Everyone else using the standard Java protocol, we are rebuilding the debugger agent completely. And it provides the ability to navigate from the console. It provides the ability to be faster with conditions and print lines. And why it's better that system out Println? system out println is used blocking API. It means when you're trying to investigate concurrent code, you may put side effect when you just put system out println, and the behavior may change. With this one, it's much better. So we think about it. More details will be provided in dedicated posts, in a blog post, and some advertisements. Yeah.
You mentioned that the difference is in the bytecode that you are generating.
Yeah.
And what exactly is this possible to?
So this one using the standard DWP protocol possibilities and JDI API that say to breakpoint to stop, put some expression, evaluate, and print. And after that, resume everything. And for Java, it means that runtime has to disable C2 level optimizations. And it means that you're using Java like a Python without all runtime optimizations. When we put it directly to the bytecode, like instruction to print something to the console, it may be optimized. So that's it.
So, I have a question. Does it also work with remote debugging?
Yes, it's the only thing that you need to on your remote site, IntelliJ IDEA agent, and you can attach to it, and it's quite simple to done with remote debugging also. One second. In cases where the debugging protocol is not allowed from remote host and your environment, you may use a different approach that we currently have. It's called live debugger. I may show more. It uses standard protocol for monitoring and the same agent, but it notifies with a different protocol. It only allowed to using log points like this. In that term, it's called trace point, and it also only allowed to record something and reproduce it locally. But this is the way how you may debug the production, like in a safe way.
So just to be sure, so if I connect remote debugging to production so I don't need an agent connected. That's because you mentioned manipulation of the bytecode.
Yes, you need debug agent anytime.
Need anyway a debug agent. So that's
it may be the default one. It may be ours. And the same for the coroutine. And this patching is not only the reason why you need this agent. I think stack traces, all the possibilities with coroutine for Kotlin, and a lot of things. If we're talking about the possibilities of debugger, and it will be the part of the log points as well. Currently, you may need to know just when you hit this breakpoint. Also, we think we will add some things like not only collect stack trace at that point, but also please collect thread dump at that point. just because we are mostly would like to debug in this way code that may change the behavior when we stop it. Just because with our modern code, there are a lot of things that working in the same time, and there are a lot of timeouts. When you're trying to stop, you will try to step enter, and at that moment you will have a timeout exception instead of the next step. But with these things, you not need to stop to like more than 10 milliseconds to collect everything that you need, and after that you will investigate.
So I will use it once you introduce thread dumps.
Thread dumps will be soon. All stuff with the thread dumps, ability to working with the virtual threads and so on already done, and we only need to put setting here. And something like hit count and things like this that may helps for the investigation. So we call it Println debugger for humans. And let me more questions during this part. Please try it, provide the feedback to us. Currently we are in EEP stage. We made to change something that you can found unacceptable. So if you decline the feature, we will not be happy. We hope you will use it. And I would like to show one more time how you can put the log point. You may put it directly from the gutter in between of two rows. Why it here? Just to demonstrate in which place this expression will be evaluated. It's like the code. When we using breakpoints, it's not clear that the breakpoints will stop before I++, not after. But here it's clear. Also, we have ability with command completion. We have new command at log point. There is also some new shortcuts, but we prefer do not teaching shortcuts anymore. It's
there are not enough keyboard shortcuts just to cover like you.
Yeah, we reused every shortcuts twice or third. We are starting to use combination with double click and like this. No chance to add new shortcut, and even for different systems, different keyboards layouts, you may not provide the same experience. But with things like completions with regular words, it's more easy. Even if you are using like Vim experience with IDEA, it may be much more simple. So you may use this one, and also you can use, for example, this is the old stuff, but it also currently providing with this command completion. If you're using Println, we providing the inspection, and so now Println may be just change with the log point, and when you finished your investigation and you not need to remove log points just because you will not push it to the GitHub, right? But if you would like, it will be possible to convert it to the regular logger with a debug or trace level, just for the future investigations. But before you complete the right sentences with the right conditions, with the right places where you would like to have it, you may use it as a temporal thing. That's why it's here.
One question, is it possible to put any kind of expression there? Like, for example...
Yeah, of course. We can use multi-line. You can define the variable and use it. So it works well. So I think we are ready for the cool video.
Anton, are you using system out print lines to debug your application? IntelliJ IDEA 2026.2 EAP has log points, so you can debug your application without stopping. No restarts, no redeploy, no hot swap, no side effects for concurrent code, because execution doesn't stop. And I don't have to clean up any print line statements afterwards.
So starting our developer advocates, Marit and Anton, we found that they really good actors, I would say. So feel free to find on our YouTube soon and thumb up for this feature if you like it. Huh?
And subscribe.
Yep.
There's something like similar to tracing.
Not yet, but I mentioned live debugger. You may try it. It's quite close to tracing, I would say. But tracing it's more complicated thing. Not sure. We are currently talking about debugging. Investigating your code.
Roadmap or something like that for tracing or like.
Honestly, it's not directly my responsible. I am responsible mostly on Java support and debugging things. Maybe this thing will, if it will be quite popular, maybe we will think about to improve it to tracing stuff and support of clouds and some microservices that deployed on clusters or something like this. Currently, we are talking about debugging, support of the modern frameworks, and mostly local and remote setups. Yes.
Do you have maybe a tiny demo where you can just do remote debug? So let's say you can remote debug the one that is in the other IntelliJ. To show how would you go about that?
I'm not sure that.
Then, like, I will be waiting for.
Not now, but I may send to you link recently. I mean, 1 or 2 months ago was published in a blog post. How can you remotely debug with a Spring debugger? And the same with this thing. Just because Spring debugger is based on our regular debugger, full experience with Spring debugger and this thing. And what about AI, you would ask? So we are switching to the most interesting part. It looks like Kotlin, right? This is our project called IntelliJ 25. It's open source. It's our plugin that can bring to you this cool green triangle and the game. You may interested in to investigate this project if you are curious how to build plugins for IntelliJ, how to interact with some internal things. And if you, for some reason, would like to improve our game, but currently I would like to show to you a small. So you can see we have dedicated IDEA debug skill. It's not on production yet. It's kind of experiment, but you may try to create your own based on current possibilities, just because with IntelliJ IDEA 26.1.1 it provides MCP for the debugger, and we use all these tools and trying to provide the skill with the best experience of debugger. And I think every developer, at least Java and Kotlin developer, currently needs it, just because I would say coding is solving. Yes, you not need to use keyboard to produce a new code. You may just ask your agent. In JetBrains, we are really happy even with the new models. I would say, just because for us worked a bit different. We have unlimited amount of tokens. We can.
So you have open, you have a key usage, yes? You have key.
Yes.
You are not forced to use closed code, or the wrappers around the. Yeah, that's a different story. Yeah, so you're lucky.
Yes, and we have no quota per day or month, and we have no outages for the users who need to have a break just because their agent are not respond right now. But even in this situation, I was surprised. Many of developers prefer codecs currently. Some of them prefer our Juni agent. So we have a chance to compare all of them, and all of them will be able to using skills that will provide, that IntelliJ will provide in their own built-in skill registry. In next release, it will be skill registry with a lot of skills that will bring directly to the agents that you may use inside IntelliJ. If you are not happy with this cloud agent that will spend tokens, you may use original cloud code from the terminal of IntelliJ. It will connect with the IDEA, and you will have experience with the cloud code, with subscription, and the same time you will be able to use the skills from the IntelliJ registry just because it will be connected. So, what was the reason to ask this thing to debug, to investigate the code? I may ask just write it until it will be done. And please do not mistake, right? This is a trick. But unfortunately, in some cases, there is no chance to have the right result without information from the runtime. In my case, I tried to add scoreboard to our game, and scoreboard based on the messages that users put to the social media. I decided to use Blue Sky. This is the only social media that allows to read the posts by the API. All others only provides a way to publish something, but this one provides a way to read something. And the agent said to me that everything is done. I checked and can see the messages that I published recently. I say, it looks like it's not done. I checked everything done. So, and first of all, it was right. The thing was more complicated just because it was able to read the message, but the idea strikes back, and the most complicated thing inside IntelliJ IDEA, as every software currently write, it's multi-threaded. In IntelliJ, we have the main thread called EDT. You have not to run anything on this thread just because it will make your interface less responsible. Everything else have to be delegated to different threads. And in some point you have to make synchronization with on state, right? And for me, even with Kotlin and coroutines, it's quite complicated. And the thing was, the data is updated, but I can't see it on interface before I, for example, resize this window. The event already be there, but it was not rendered. How can I find the right place where to put breakpoint and what I have to change in this case? What I have to say to the agent? What part of code it has to fix? It say everything going well. In other case that I asked to check here was the second request to the blue sky. For some reason, I can ask for every message, but when I try to ask from the same point, it returns to me 400 with explanation what part of the request is wrong. And this explanation was totally different than they provided in documentation. Agent took the information from documentation, but has known this information from the runtime, right, before it checked. So we have three scenarios to check that I can have right information from blue sky, that we using cache, do not requesting everything. And the last one, to check if the cooldown period is done, that we can get information from that period or based on information of which messages we already downloaded. So it started quite in quite like regular way. It started to investigate the code, to find the places for where it can put breakpoints, and during this period of time, when you are waiting, when your agent works, you can spend some time to fighting the bugs more enjoyable way. So collecting the coins and the last improvement of the game when you're switching to the other, when your boss is coming, you switch to the other tab and the game paused automatically. Yeah, cool thing. And the scoreboard. Yeah, I would like to show scoreboard. So currently nothing to show, and yeah, I'm a champion. You may publish your own results, and you will be also on this scoreboard. Return to our agent. It tries. Oh, I would like to open the screen. Now it using MCP IDEA. It's quite tricky to be sure which exactly tools will be used by the agent, but looks like I provide the good instructions, and you can see that it runs one more IntelliJ deployed the plugin and asked me to do something. Currently it's thinking, set every breakpoint in one batch, and here we have this part. We asked to it prefer non-suspend breakpoint, just because usually if you ask to debug something with agent, it tried to put print lines. And the same with cursor. It quite good with this non-suspend breakpoint and with these expressions that have to be evaluated in this point with hypothesis that it have. I provide my own task. It analyze the code and put everything in one batch. This is a, I would say, game changer in debugging with MCP. Just because if you not notify your agent in this way, you will have a lot of breakpoints. It will stop everywhere. It will try to evaluate expression like the people. You will spend a lot of tokens and you will spend a lot of time for investigation. But here, it automatically, it said to me, please push the button and say when it's done. And it waiting, and now it analyzing the output that it collected from the log points. Yeah, it's like quite complicated log message. At least it's much faster than every developer can put everything here, and when it's done, you can rerun this scenario one more time, check that everything correct, and this part I would say Println debugger in the right way currently with agents, with modern tools, and with good tools, powerful tools, and performant tools. This video also in LinkedIn. You can find me and investigate more. And we will provide updates when we found that we are good with every evaluations, with every test, with every agents and models, and we will provide these abilities to the developers. But it's amazing. Currently, I'm not trying to ask agent to plan something. I trying to ask investigate something, and after that planning the improvements. Just because we need to collect this information from the runtime if we're trying to resolve something, especially when we're working in a world where we have concurrency.
So, from what I understand, this is like one agent working.
Currently, yes.
Yeah. So that's my question. If I want that, like, if few agents will work parallelly, like the platform right now can.
So, it asked me to refresh. The interesting part, it decided to put breakpoint here and set variable to be sure that cooldown period is ended. It's quite smart, I would say. It can use more tools just from the beginning than average developer, even after a couple of trainings. The question regarding about couple of agents in parallel. We think about it, and when you are using log points that do not interrupt the running application, you can freely run a lot of agents in parallel just because everyone will put their own attributes to the output and can separate the output which provides needed log points. But we already decided to work it, to rework this part of the debugger in a way to be able to separate breakpoints per session. You not need to switch on or switch off breakpoint. The set of breakpoints will be used for one session, the second part for the next session, and all this session may work in parallel. I think this is the way how it will be done in the future. Just because you still need, as you mentioned, man in a loop. I think we will make it in more or less way of autonomy of agents, but for some reason, agent might ask to me to reproduce something. I have to check the results. I need to provide the initial task or something like this. So, but you're right. All these three scenarios may be running in parallel, and it will be faster. That's it from my side.